let's jump in and take a look to see whether your secret admirer, the person whose mind you're on, whether they're going to get in touch, contact you, send you a message, tell you about their feelings. This is kind of the hermit. Yeah, there they are, hiding in their shell. This is part 4 of our little mini series on your secret admirer. Next time we're going to be taking a look at what will happen if they do come forward, whether this actually could develop into a relationship, or whether it might not, I guess, whether it'll become something more or whether it won't. Okay, so there's pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. So just take a moment, take a breath, see which card, which pile you're most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you're welcome to have a look at more than one. There might be another message in there for you, and I will see you in your pile. Pile 1 is your secret admirer going to reach out. Let's see what the situation is. So the 3 of Pentacles for the overall energy coming from this person. 3 of Pentacles is about foundations, solid foundations, possibly collaborations, working towards a stable future, a better future. Let's pull 3 energies and see where this person is at. Whether, when, how they might reach out is what we're looking for. Kind of information around the situation of them actually manning up and making contact with you, or kind of sharing their feelings with you. Okay, so we've got 4 there, but that's fine. So we've got the Empress. Yeah, I think that is probably how they're viewing you, although it can be about sort of fertility, things coming to fruition, abundance of things, something. Justice, the 7 of Swords and the Lovers. So justice is kind of getting justice over a situation, possibly things being brought into balance. It's major arcana, so we've got 3 major arcana here, but things possibly being brought into balance by the universe, or by some sort of higher power. The 7 of Swords can be about someone being a little bit sneaky or a little bit dishonest, but it also can just be about someone using a sort of creative method to avoid a confrontation, possibly. And the Lovers can be about choice, can be about soulmates, twin flames coming together. Let's clarify. So this Empress, why is this Empress here for pile 1? Tell us more about this Empress. Oops, what's happening? Can't shuffle. Okay, so we've got the Tower, the Hangman, and the 8 of Swords. So I think this is going to be, if they do come towards you, this is going to be something that sort of will shake up the foundations of their life, or make a change, a big change in their life. With this Hangman, could be that they'll get a new perspective on things, but quite often it is sort of a card of a pause for me. He's kind of tied up in that tree, blood rushing to his head, having a little think. And with this 8 of Swords, it's quite possible that they feel, when they do come forward, it's kind of that feeling of once it's done, it's done. Once it's said, it can't be unsaid. So I think they're a little bit worried about it. I mean, it could be that this is somebody that you work with, collaborate with. I'm kind of getting from that, possibly on projects or, in any kind of situation. And they're a bit worried that once the cat's out of the bag, there will be no putting that cat back in the bag, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see. Why is this Justice card here? Pile 1. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. I want to see that one as well, the Two of Wands. So I think they're weighing up. They're kind of weighing up their options as to whether or not they can kind of bring this Sword of Truth in with this King of Swords. This Justice card is also holding that same sword. So I think they're just a little bit unsure with that scales there, that balance. That it's maybe a bit of a fine balance between keeping this cat in the bag and then letting it out and there being no way to go back again. With the Five of Pentacles, they're worried that it could kind of cause a division, a serious kind of divide in the relationship, seriously change the foundations of any relationship that you may have at the moment, maybe your sort of friends or colleagues, or, you know, and they're worried about messing up the current status quo of that relationship. But with this King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, I think the King of Pentacles, he's very kind of strategic. He plans very thoroughly for the future. He's sort of playing the long game. With this Ten of Cups, I think he's maybe trying to be a little bit more creative. I don't always normally get that from the Ten of Cups, but I think he's trying to somehow lighten up a bit and bring a bit more kind of emotion, a bit more water, a bit more creativity into his strategy, so that, you know, hopefully that will make the world come to him, as it were. Hopefully that will make you more amenable, I think. So yeah, I think especially with that Seven of Swords there, he is trying to maybe strategize a little bit outside of his comfort zone with that King of Pentacles, because I think if he comes in too bluntly, he feels that it might not end in a good result. So I think he's out of his comfort zone. He's kind of trying to move in a way which possibly doesn't come naturally to them. So I mean, it's not necessarily a male, could be a female. There's no gender in tarot, it's just the energies. Okay, so somebody who's kind of struggling a bit, maybe to, I don't know, maybe lighten the situation up, or lighten things up so that it doesn't cause too much devastation if there is a rejection. That Lover's card can be a card of choice there. So why, well, the Seven of Wands, I think that's similar. Sorry, Seven of Swords, I think that's a similar kind of message, doing things a bit differently to avoid any kind of conflict if possible. Let's see, oops, Six of Cups showing there, but that's too many. Okay, so why is this Seven of Swords here? Seven of Wands, so yeah, sort of fending off breakdowns, relationship sort of breakdowns. I'm kind of getting from that with the Judgment card on top of it. You know, trying not to put all of his eggs in one basket. He's kind of trying to maneuver it so that he can get a better idea of your response before he is too blunt about it or too open about it. Not that I don't think that Seven of Swords is necessarily about being dishonest, but I think he's trying not to sort of put all of his cards on the table, or they're trying not to put all of their cards on the table, and they're trying to figure out the best way to kind of step through this portal where they can tell you how they feel, but not disrupt too much if you're not as enthusiastic as they hope you might be. So, are they actually going to reach out yet? Two of Swords, that's kind of how they're feeling probably. Let's see about this Lover's card. I'm not sure if that's might be about you having the sort of final say almost, or it could be more about them making the choice of how, when, where. Let's see, why is this Lover's card here? Okay, so got the King of Cups. So we've got three kings, the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Got the Ten of Wands. It's an emotional burden, I think, that, and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, it is an emotional burden that they're carrying. I think they very much would like to move, whatever kind of relationship. I think you know them quite possibly, work with them, or I don't know, social club or whatever it might be. So somewhere where I think if there was awkwardness in the relationship, it would be obvious because you see them on a regular, semi-regular at least basis. So I think it could, they're afraid of making a bit of a chasm in the relationship and making things awkward and a bit but I think this King of Cups on top of the Lovers with this Ten of Wands, they're definitely the burden of not being able to tell you or to send a message, or having not told you or sent you a message or come forward yet, is sort of weighing heavily on them. His face, he doesn't look super happy, and this guy's kind of struggling to carry this. So I think their emotions are definitely heavy on their mind. And with this Knight of Swords, that is a message coming in. So I think, again, this Knight, wherever it was back here with that Ten of Cups and that King of Pentacles, I think it's kind of going to come in a slightly different way to how they would normally approach situations. So possibly, rather than coming in King of Swords style, very open, direct, honest, they might kind of try and make it a bit more fun, a bit more adventurous, a bit lighter somehow, I'm getting from them. So let's just pull 3 more cards and a crossing card. Okay, so whoops, yeah, the Magician and the Ace of Wands, they're definitely trying to put a bit more passion or a bit more creativity into their approach. I don't know that it comes that naturally to them, but let's see. Tell us more. Any extra messages about whether or not this person is going to come forward? Tell us more. Whoops, that's way too many, but we'll take them. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles again, the King of Pentacles again, Ten of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, whoops, and the Emperor. So yeah, they're definitely wanting to head towards this Ten of Pentacles, and I think they think you, with that Empress as well, I think they think you would be a really good sort of bet for the future, a stable relationship, someone they could grow with, someone they could be happy with, someone they could have a stable relationship with. I think they kind of feel like you've got quite good foundations already. So I think this is probably someone who you do get on with quite well. Maybe you've got things in common, or, you know, I think you probably do mesh quite well. But yeah, this Five of Pentacles, they're just a little bit scared of changing your current kind of relationship vibe and getting kind of locked out entirely from your life. But I don't know if that is going to be an issue for you. It might just be that you go, oh, yeah, lovely. Or it might be that you say, no, I don't really see you like that, but, you know, we're all smooth. But I think that's what's holding them back, why they haven't yet come forward. This King of Pentacles, I mean, he's at home sitting there thinking about you with that big old smile on his face, I think. And I think he would be a loyal, I think, you know, he has got a nice big shiny pentacle to offer. I think he's got loyalty, he's got dependability, he's got this nice dog that you could take for walks. So, you know, I think he is definitely genuine. And with this Ten of Wands and this Four of Pentacles, this holding back for them is weighing very heavily, because with that King of Swords as well, I don't think they're someone who normally would hold back any truths. I think they're someone who would probably be quite an honest, open kind of character. And then with the Emperor to your Empress. So yeah, I think they definitely, that Lovers card, they definitely see you as soulmates, or as, you know, a really good couple, a divine couple, someone that they could kind of go the distance with. King of Pentacles is about sort of long-term future. It's the vibe he's given me. So it looks as if they're close. I mean, Ten of Wands tends the end in tarot, so, and the Ten of Pentacles, but that's not so much an ending, but the Ten of Wands, I think that burden, 2 Ten of Wands, we had one over here, didn't we? That burden is definitely getting very heavy, the holding back. The King of Cups and the Ten of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, the holding back is heavy on their mind. So I think this Emperor is going to take charge of this situation, and they will be reaching out, but I think they've been held up because they don't want to kind of disrupt the status quo of your relationship in a bad way. Okay, pile 1, good luck with that. Let me know if you know who this person is. Let me know when they reach out. If you're enjoying the readings, please subscribe. It really helps the channel, helps me out, and I'll see you next time. Pile 2. Let's jump in and see whether your person or the person who has their eye on you is going to contact you. So we've got the Eight of Swords. So quite possibly someone who's a little bit stuck in their head at the moment. Let's pull some base energies here and then we'll clarify, get some more information. So tell us, pile 2. This secret admirer that they have, this person who's crushing on them, are they going to reach out? Okay, so we've got the Empress. I think the Empress, different deck, came out in that position in pile 1. So you might want to check that out if you want to. Up to you, follow your intuition. We've got the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords again. So, good. The Empress, I think that's possibly how they are seeing you. Quite possibly, likely. I think they are. You know, they kind of think you're the perfect opposite to them, or the perfect partner for them, the complementary aspect, complementary partner, the yin and the yang kind of vibe I'm getting from that. So I think, yeah, they're definitely in their head about you. We've got the King of Wands, so passionate. He's definitely passionate. He doesn't mind normally expressing his passion or following his passion. But with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm feeling it's a bit more than passion. I think they're kind of looking at bringing you, or wanting to bring you, an offer that is more grounded than just sort of hot air, hot passion. The Ace of Pentacles is sometimes something that can take a bit of work to get off the ground, but it's quite a, I'm kind of almost getting it's a serious from this guy, this wolf, those big blue eyes. I'm getting it's a serious offer that they want to come forward. But I mean, this cat, he's just sort of lying there dreaming about you, you know, trying to possibly manifest you into his room. But that is not, you know, it's not a flippant sort of King of Wands feeling. It's more serious with that Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords again. So they are up in their head about you, about the situation. Okay, let's see, why is this Empress here? Pile 2. Tell us about their secret admirer and about whether they are going to actually reach out, make contact, how, when, where, why. Okay, so we have the Devil. Eight of Swords, Devil. Can be about being chained to something else, or it can just be about kind of devil energy, about negative sort of thinking, negative thoughts. Got the Knight of Cups and the Star. So on top of this Empress, I think maybe that is that with that Eight of Swords, I think quite possibly they are lacking confidence. They're kind of letting the negative little voice in their head maybe get a little bit ahead of them, or get sort of a bit too much airtime in their head, in their thoughts, which is kind of why they've been a bit stuck there. They really, with this Knight of Cups and this Star, they want to bring this cup into you. You know, you're their kind of dream. They want to, you know, share this water. There's 2 cups there. She's pouring, or jugs. She's pouring water from. So I think they have got a lot of love. They want to bring you this cup. But with this Eight of Swords and this Devil, I think maybe they think you may be a bit unattainable for them somehow, for some reason. But they definitely, I mean, dreamy kind of charging in on a white steed. That is kind of what they really want to do. But for some reason, they're kind of holding back a bit. Okay, we'll take these. So we've got the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I think they do probably dream about the moment that they approach you, how it will go, what they'll say, how they'll do it, and possibly writing texts or, you know, writing things out and then just saving them as draft and not actually sending them. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a dreamy vibe with that cat and that Knight of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords, but then yeah, the old devil, anxiety kind of comes back into play. I don't get that they're generally a super anxious person, but over this issue, I think it's kind of, when they sort of dreaming about it, it's all good, and then they wake up and realise that it's just a dream and that it actually, they haven't come forward, it's not, you know, it's not done yet, and that gives them a bit of anxiety because they need to figure out how to come forward. The Seven of Cups, I think they need to make a choice of how they're going to offer that cup to you. So I think it's definitely something that they think about a lot, and quite possibly, as I say, sort of run over in their mind, the scenarios, the script. But I think then they realise that, oh God, I'm still not actually done any action. I'm just still thinking about it. Okay, so this Ace of Pentacles. Why is this Ace of Pentacles here? Pile 2. Ace of Pentacles, pile 2. Tell us more about this person. When they're gonna, whether they're going to. Oops, thought one had flipped. Okay, so we've got the Emperor to your Empress there. We've got the Two of Wands, and we've got the other Empress, or another Empress, should I say. So yeah, I think they definitely want to. This book got a bit messy. They definitely want to bring this offer, but they want you to understand how sort of serious. What's the word I'm getting from that? I can feel the feeling, but not the word. Sort of serious. Well, it'll come to me probably. They want you to understand that this is kind of everything. They want to offer you everything, the passion and sort of the pentacle, the more earthbound side of stuff, you know, the practical stuff. They're kind of not completely in dreamland, fairyland. I think they, you know, they've thought through maybe some of the more kind of day-to-day situations or scenarios, and serious, I can't think of that word still, it'll probably come to me. And with this Emperor and the Two of Wands and the Empress, they really do want to bring everything, including passion, to you, because they think you're a really good match, a good couple. It might well be that you are, but unless they come and ask you if you want to go for a coffee or send you a message, I guess you'll never know. But this Eight of Swords, I think, is weighing a bit heavy on their mind. But tell us more. Tell us why this Eight of Swords is here, if it's going to go away. And tell us why this Eight of Swords is here, if they're ever going to step out of this sort of mental turmoil. Six of Swords, so they, looks as if they are going to be escaping. You know how the Eight of Swords in the Rider-Waite is a lady in a blindfold in a bunch of swords. She can't walk out because she can't see the path. So it looks, with this Six of Swords on top of it, that there is going to be, excuse me, there is going to be some movement forward. It's definitely going in the right direction. We've got the Two of Swords. So there's that blindfolded lady who's about to make a choice. She's only got 2 swords to deal with now, so she's not got quite as many as 8 or 9. And the Strength card. So yeah, I think they're right on the precipice of reaching out, just deciding, you know, do I ring you? Do I message you? Do I just manufacture a bump into you somewhere? You know, they might know where you shop, or know sort of that you go and do something on a Thursday evening, or, you know, whatever it might be. So yeah, they're just really close to taking that sort of, getting up and coming towards you with that sword, which is the communication. So And the Strength card, yeah, they just kind of holding their nerve, got to just summon up that little last bit of inner strength to be able to come and talk to you. So I would say with that Six of Swords on top of the Eight of Swords, things are going to be shifting, and they are going to be approaching you for this pile, certainly. Okay, let's just get 3 more cards. And crossing card, any extra messages? Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming, and it is a sincere offer, kind of, with the Wands and the Pentacles and, the Cups. It's definitely something that they're taking very seriously, or, it's not a flippant kind of, do you want to just go for a date? It's more of a, well, it might be that they say, but that's not how they're looking at it. They're looking at it more, more long term. Oh, gosh, what a mess. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So I'll take one more, Page of Cups. So I think Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So yeah, definitely coming. But I think this Queen of Swords is kind of, they have got to clear their minds with these two Eight of Swords. They're kind of stuck up, and that Devil, they have got a little bit stuck in the mud of, or they can have been potentially stuck in the mud of their sort of mental thoughts, of their negative thoughts. This Queen of Cups, very sincere, has got a lot of love to give. Needs to send this little page in to bring the message, which I think is where that's what they're working on at the moment. And they definitely want to walk towards their Nine of Cups with you. He's kind of walking towards the future, which is the Nine of Cups. So I think this page is bringing a cup from there to you. Seven of Swords, I think they just haven't been honest yet, haven't had the self-esteem, the confidence, self-confidence, to be honest yet. But they see you definitely as someone they really, really want to approach. This Nine of Pentacles, you're just standing there minding your own business, playing whatever you're playing with your bird, and they're kind of hiding a little bit away, looking at you. But yeah, with this Eight of Wands, there's definitely going to be some movement. I don't think it's going to take them too long by the looks of things. That Six of Swords, just summoning the strength to contact you. So pile 2, I don't know if you know who this person is. I hope that was helpful. Hope it resonated. Let me know when you get this cup with this little fish in. I mean, yeah, sincerity. I'm getting sincere. Definitely a sincere offer coming in from this person. Let me know how it goes. If you're enjoying the readings, please subscribe. It really helps the channel, helps me out. And I'll see you next time. Pile 3. Let's see if your person, your secret admirer, the person who's got you on their mind, is going to reach out. Oh, the Tower. So from initial instinct, I would say that's probably yes. But let's pull some more energies and then we'll clarify. So the Tower is about kind of tearing down existing things to be rebuilt, or to build new on a more solid foundation, something that's kind of coming down to earth, because the top of that tree is coming off with that lightning and is going to be hitting the ground pretty hard, I think. So something is going to be changing, I believe. Okay, stop fiddling with that. I don't know why it won't stay still. Anyway, let's pull some energies and then we'll clarify. So tell us more. Pile 3, the secret admirer, the person who's kind of watching them from a distance. Tell us about them reaching out. So the Tower. So something definitely, it is a cracking. Something's afoot here. Again, the Tower in this deck is a tree. So I'm getting that something's coming down to earth, coming home to roost kind of vibe. I think we'll take these. We'll just take maybe a couple. I don't think we can take them all. Okay, so we've got the Devil. And maybe we can if we squidge over. Okay, so we've got the Tower, the Devil, the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Two of Wands. So, yeah, it definitely looks as if something is being torn down, something maybe being let go of with this Devil and this Ten of Swords, this Wheel of Fortune, moving things forward to a better place, a brighter place. This Two of Wands can be about, someone leaving something behind again. She kind of looks as if she's about to leave this flat, whatever it is, maybe go on a road trip with this world and this VW camper. So I would say that, someone is, they're definitely going to get some, either be forced into changing something, leaving something, ending something, moving on from something. But I think with this Sun, I don't think it's in a negative way. I think maybe the universe is kind of shaking up their lives. I mean, she's moving, she's in an empty flat. These two towers, as I said, it's something coming down to earth. Ten of Swords, something ending. Wheel of Fortune, moving forward. But the Sun is there, so I don't think it's anything horrid. It's going to end in a nicer place, but kind of maybe a bit of nostalgia from that Two of Wands, but we'll see. So why is this Tower and this Devil here for pile 3? Tell us about this Tower and this Devil, pile 3. Tell us about this Tower, pile 3, in relation to them reaching out. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. They have been shuffled a lot, so I'm surprised to see them together. The Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, so I mean, it could just be that this person who has got you on their mind, who is watching you, who is thinking about coming towards you, definitely thinking about it. It could well be that they have been a little bit of a, I don't know, player. I don't know if I might be a bit strong, but someone who definitely has sort of pretty much got is living a dream that where they've kind of got everything more or less that makes them like really happy, fulfillment. He's fulfilled, he's over fulfilled, I think, possibly a little bit, but I think there is just a little something missing in their life. But I think to let go of a lifestyle, they will have to let go of a lifestyle. So whether it is that they're a player or whether it is more that they're just kind of very self-contained and independent. And obviously when you're in a relationship, there's compromise. There's always a little bit of compromise, what we're having for tea, what telly programme we're going to watch, whatever it might be, what time you get up, you might get woken up, something like, it's not huge things necessarily, but there's always a little bit of compromise. So I think that is why this horse has been stood still, and they haven't quite brought this pentacle in yet, because they realise that it is going to be, I mean, maybe they like to go to the gym for hours every day, and maybe they don't have much spare time. They would have to free up some spare time, but I think they think you're worth it with that Empress. So there's something they've got to let go of, bad habit of some description, not necessarily bad habit. I think maybe more of a selfish habit, a bit selfish, but I think at least they're aware of it. They know they're that way, and that would have to change, which is quite possibly what the hold up with that Knight of Pentacles has been. But I think with this Ten of Swords, it definitely looks as if they think it's worth the change. There, she is actually, when I think about her, she's not so much looking nostalgic for the past. She's sort of looking nostalgic for the future already. She's sort of oh, I wish I was there already kind of a face. So let's see. When with that Sun there. Okay, so I think Let's pull on this Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords. Let's pull on this Ten of Swords. Okay, so we've got the Chariot, the Hermit, and the Three of Swords. So with this, whoopsie, Ten of Swords, I think definitely they kind of, I'm kind of getting the vibe here that they know they've got to somehow be a bit more serious, a bit more straight down the line, kind of, maybe they go off gambling all weekend or something that maybe wouldn't work so well for you in a relationship. But I think they think the payoff is worth it. So I think it's just going to mean they have to conduct themselves, their life in a slightly different manner. Maybe be a bit more serious, a bit more stable, because I don't think you would accept anything less with that Three of Swords. I think they're aware that it would just cause frustration, hurt in the relationship, and that is not what they want. They definitely want it to be a nice relationship, but something has got to change. They've got to kind of slow their roll almost, or not be quite as self-indulgent. Quite possibly that Nine of Cups. Okay, why is this a Sun card here? Got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they're willing to be more balanced, to kind of give and take a bit more with that Scales and that guy sharing his stuff there. So yeah, they are aware, and I think maybe that's what's happening. They're maybe having I don't really want to say a last hurrah, but it's almost the kind of vibe I get. They're aware, and I don't think they're too sad that things have got to change. I think they feel like it's kind of almost growing up, because I think they are quite serious about you. That Knight of Pentacles is kind of quite a serious, thoughtful offer. So yeah, something's got to give. Ten of Wands, something's got to be put down. And the King of Pentacles, yeah, so they have got to be more stable, more kind of thoughtful for the future, possibly. Kind of come up maybe with a better plan than just going to the pub on a Thursday night. Maybe, yeah, they're looking more long term, definitely. And she is as well. She's looking into the future. So, yeah, they're, I think at least they're aware that things have got to change, and that at the moment their lifestyle wouldn't necessarily make for a happy relationship, but that is what they very much want, what they're planning for, moving towards, putting down some kind of lifestyle difference. So let's see, why is this Two of Wands here? Tell us about this Two of Wands, when this person is going to actually come forward. I think we had a flipper. Yeah, so the Eight of Cups, they're walking away from some past, some lifestyle, something that wouldn't work for you in a relationship, which is fair enough. People can do what they want, right? But when you've got to consider other people's feelings once you're in a relationship. Live and let live, but also there has got to be some thought about the other person and what's going to make them happy. The Nine of Pentacles, so yeah, walking away from being sort of just single. 8-9. It's funny how these 9-10 of Cups and the 8-9 of Pentacles. So yeah, they're walking away from sort of being self-sufficient, being in solitude, maybe being I don't ever get the selfish vibe from the Nine of Pentacles, but I think because that Devil, that is sort of the feeling they're walking away from that, with that Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, and Queen of Swords. So yeah, cutting that out, and yeah, leaving that behind in the past, where it belongs, outside in the cold. So yeah, there is definitely some lifestyle they're moving away from, because I think they would rather be inside with you than outside here in the snow. I think they know there's no future in something, so that they're doing at the moment. I mean, Nine of Cups can be drinking too much, or it's some habit lifestyle situation, but I think they're happy, I think, to move away from that, and move towards you. They're happy to cut it out. I think they're able to, willing to, because they see that there's kind of no future in that, and they want to go that way with you towards the future. Okay, good. Let's just pull 3 more cards and a crossing card. Pile 3. Tell us more about this person. So we've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're worth it. You know, it's kind of, I don't know, I had the phrase or the word bingo. I think that's how they see you. This owl has got very big eyes, so they're focused on their prize, I think. And so yeah, from that, I would say they are going to bring this cup in. They are going to contact you, tell you, share with you about their feelings. Maybe not huge, you know, they might not rush in straight away and blah blah blah, but I think yeah, they're getting ready to definitely transition and be in a position to offer you stuff. 6 of Pentacles again. So yeah, they know that being in a relationship with you is going to, you know, involve give and take, and they're very willing, I think, to do that. The 5 of Swords. So yeah, they kind of want to leave the past in the past, and they don't want to be causing like unnecessary friction in a relationship. They don't want to be having little battles here and there, skirmishes about what they're doing and that. So I think they're just going to clean that act up, or they have, or they're in the process of. So I think, yeah, they don't want to cause any tension. And the Strength card. So yeah, they're working on it. They're getting a bit of help from the universe, I think. Quite a lot of major arcana there. So yeah, they're definitely working on it. And I mean, he's kind of, yeah, you want to pat him, right? So yeah, under the moon there, working on it in the background. But I think they have got the capability, the desire as well, to do that and move towards you. So yeah, I would say with that Ace of Cups, they are definitely going to reach out. Don't know when. Probably, I don't know. Not really 5 or 6. I'm not really getting that it's going to be too long a time. Maybe 5 or 6 weeks, 5 or 6 days, possibly. Might be 5 or 6 months, depending on what they're cleaning up. But yeah, I think with the Queen of Wands there, they got a lot of passion for you. So she is very determined. She ain't messing around. Once she got her mindset on something, she's going to go and get it. And I think that is how they feel. So yeah, I think they're aware things have got to change, but they are changing and will change. Okay, pile 3. Good luck with that. I hope that resonated. If it did, please subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I'll see you next time.